So not too long ago, Nike released their top 10 releases that dropped on the sneakers app for 2024, and I have that list with me today. So we're going to go ahead and go over the list and just go through each of the shoes that they have in this list. Now, fair warning, I will say the top 5 does get pretty Travis Scott centered, but that is okay. Now, as preface, this is my opinion on this list, so I'm going to just let y'all know my thoughts on the shoes that dropped, if I agree with the order, or if I think a different shoe should have been there over the shoe that's listed in this list. And of course, as we go through this list, let me know in the comments what y'all's thoughts are on Nike's top 10 that they dropped, or if you think that something else should be different in place of what they have on this list. Now, looking at this list beforehand, there are some good shoes on here, so I'm just curious to see what everyone's opinion is on Nike's list and if they agree with it or not. Now, jumping into this list, and if you're interested in seeing it, it is still up on the sneakers app. I just had to search like 2024 and it did pop up for me, or you can search down the feed and it's not too far down since this list did release like a couple weeks ago in 2024, like late December 2024. So if you're interested in seeing it for yourself, just go on the sneakers app and then you'll be able to see it. Now, jumping into this list, starting off at number 10, we have the Air Jordan 3, and that is the J Balvin Rio. Now, this is the second J Balvin 3 that's dropped. I've tried to get both of them and I've been unsuccessful. I tried for the first pair and then I also tried for this pair. Now, this is a very nice J Balvin 3 in my opinion. I love the black upper, and then on the midsole and the outsole, you have the different color hits on there. I think it pops very nicely with the black upper on this shoe. I think this one's just very well put together shoe in my opinion. Do I think it's number 10? I'm fine with this one at number 10. I think they did a nice job with these. Now, moving to number 9, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Trophy Room, and this is the Cell and Varsity Red colorway. Now, I will say I had no luck copying this shoe this year, and I actually was in LA last month and was finally able to see the shoe in person for the first time. And just getting to hold it in hand, I would say material on there is very nice. It had like a satin lining on there, and there's some other materials on the shoe. Very nice shoe overall. Now, is it one that like I would go out of my way to cop? Probably not. Like not getting it now and seeing it in hand is not one that I feel like I really missed out on. But just overall, a very nice shoe that had very nice quality pieces on it. I think Trophy Room did a very good job with this one. I believe there's a Trophy Room 6 supposed to be dropping this year in 2025. So hopefully Trophy Room continues their consistency with dropping Jordans, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, this one is number 9. Now, going to number 8, we have the SB Dunk Low and the Futura Laboratories White and Geo Teal. Now, this is one I have not seen in person yet, but just looking at the pictures of it, it's a very nice colorway on the shoe. I love the teal on here. It pops off the white, the teal Nike swoosh on here as well. And then you have some abstract colors on the shoe, which just blend very well overall with this shoe. I think Futura Labs did a very good job with this collab with Nike on this dunk. If you're into unique shoes, then this is for sure one that I think you could cop and just enjoy having it. As like I said before, it's just a nice shoe overall. Now, switching gears to a Kobe, we have the Kobe 6 Protro Italian Camo, which in my opinion is just a very nice Kobe colorway. The Kobe 6 Protro is a very nice Kobe in my opinion. I really do like this shoe. I've been trying to cop a pair for the longest time, and I was able to cop, I believe it was like the red and black pair that dropped a couple years ago, but I ended up getting rid of it. And yeah, I've struggled to cop Kobe's, but this one, the Italian Camo, is just an overall nicely done shoe. I like the colorway on here, the red Nike swoosh on here also, and then it has like the camo print behind there. I think it all just blends well together on the shoe, and an overall nicely done shoe. Now, moving to number 6, one of my favorite releases for last year, the Air Jordan 4 Industrial Blue, which was basically the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. This was the re-release of it, and I was able to cop this pair. Very nice Jordan to have in hand. I love the two colors, the white and then the blue on here just goes very well together in my opinion. I haven't had a chance to wear my pair yet, but I think at some point I will pull them out the box and put them on and just have the chance to style them and put something together. But at number 6, I think this is a very solid top 5 through 10 that we have right now, or 10 through 5, or 10 through 6, excuse me. But yeah, this list so far, I think is pretty good. I can agree with what's on here. Of course, there were some other really good drops this year. I think you can kind of get technical with what you want to put in here. Like maybe you want to throw in the Air Jordan 11 Legend Blue in this 10 through 6 list. I don't know, but there were some really nice releases in my opinion. Now, moving to the top 5, and like I mentioned, it does get a little Travis Scott centered here, but starting off at number 5, we have the women's Air Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott in the Canary colorway. Now, this one was actually Travis Scott that I really did like. I tried my hardest to get a pair and just was not able to, but the yellow on here and the blue go very well together. And then another reason that I wanted it was based off one of the high schools in Houston that Travis Scott went to, Elkins High School, and I believe this is their school colors. So I was hoping that potentially they would drop shoes at the high school or something like that, something in the Houston area that I could get to because the school is not too far from me. But unfortunately, I was not able to do so. But this colorway is very nice. I may circle back and try to get it. I just, the color combination on here I think goes very well together. The yellow and the blue, and then you throw in a little bit of white. I think this was a very well done Travis Scott. Now, moving to number 4 is one where I kind of have some hesitation on if I think it should be number 4. And once again, just like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is 100% my opinion on this shoe. But at number 4, we have the Cactus Jack 1 T-Rex and the Cell and Dark Mocha colorway. Now, the shoe to me is not like the best shoe out there. I think there are better shoes that dropped last year in 2024. The colorway I think is really nice. I do like the mocha colorway with the white, the kind of like a cream Nike swoosh on here as well. But I just think for myself, this one, I just don't 100% agree with it being top 4. I don't know. Maybe let me know what y'all think on this one being number 4 for Nike. Do y'all think it's like a top 4 shoe that dropped last year, or was something better that dropped? Me, I feel like something better could have gone there, but that's just me. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. Now, moving to number 3, we have the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, and this was a shoe I contemplated copying for the longest. And the only reason I ended up passing on them was because I have the original Air Jordan 4 Bred, and I didn't want to double up at that time. Now, looking back, and I've seen the shoe in person a couple of times, I really do like the leather that they put on the Air Jordan 4. It had a nice tumble on it, nice quality from what I saw. Do I regret not purchasing that shoe? Not really. I haven't really thought too much about it outside of seeing it on this list, but I think it was just a nice reimagined touch on the shoe. I really love the reimagined line that they have going with Jordan Brand right now. And I think they did a very good job with this Jordan 4. Like I mentioned, it's having the original Breds and then seeing the reimagined. It's a tough spot to be in if you really want to have two of the same shoe but just different material. For me, it was no, but I can understand if you were able to double up and you wanted to double up on these. But just a nicely done shoe and one that I think Nike did a good job with overall. Now, on to the top 2. We have 2 Travis Scotts that are on 1 and 2. Now, number 2 is the Air Jordan 1 and Travis Scott Velvet Brown and Dark Mocha. Now, this one recently released, I believe it was back in December when these dropped, and another, like y'all know Travis Scott's are just hard to cop, and this is one I really did try to get, just because I like brown shoes. I think it's a nice color combination if you can get it right when you have brown and then like a different color, and this one is no different. Now, I feel like this one has been a hit or miss for some people. Like some people like the brown and some people really don't, and I feel like I haven't seen too much discourse with Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows like I've seen with the Velvet Brown. Now, maybe it's just me and what I've seen on my end, but I feel like it's back and forth with if people actually like these shoes or not. And I can see people not agreeing 100% with this at number 2. Do I think it's number 2? Maybe like 3, or maybe you can go at 4 for the T-Rex Travis Scott's, but maybe that's just me. But the colorway is very nice. I do like it. It's very unique colorway with it being the Velvet Brown. Another shoe that I recently saw in person in LA, and I did I like the shoe. I don't plan on going back and paying a bunch of money to try and get it. It's just not that serious to me. But I think if you were able to cop the shoe, it's a nice shoe to have in person. And if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. And if you don't, let me know what you don't like about that Travis Scott Jordan 1 low. But you know, that's my personal opinion here. Now, number 1 is the Travis Scott, the only Travis Scott that I was able to cop this year, and the first Travis Scott that I was able to cop for retail. That is the Air Jordan 1 low Travis Scott Reverse Olive, which me personally, I really did like. The olive colorway on here with the white looked very good in my opinion. Now, could this be number 1? I think I could put this one at number 1 for myself. I just overall, 1, because I copped the shoe, I was able to get the shoe, but 2, just because I think it is a very nice colorway and they did a very good job with these. Quality is usually pretty good on the Travis Scotts, and that's no different with this Jordan 1. So that is the top 10 list. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this list. Was it something that you were a fan of, or did you didn't really like this list overall? You know, everybody's gonna have their different opinions. So if you have the time, let me know what your top 10 was from last year, and of course I'll be interested to see what that is. But appreciate y'all for stopping in. Hope y'all stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.